Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, nice to meet you. My name is Reija and I'm a huge makeup addict, skincare and eyeshadow, and I love color, especially colorful looks. This look is my first look with the Nomad Cosmetics new palette. Let me see. Verona Amore Morte. So this is the Verona palette, the Romeo and Juliet palette, and this is the first look that I did it, but I didn't film it because I want to do like 3 looks and you know, film 1 look. I'll do a couple looks before I film it, so I can do the review. But the reason that you click this video is probably because I'm doing a mini reviews of eyeshadow palettes. It's been a long time since I last did this video, mainly because at the end of the last year I did like my top 10 favorite palettes of the year, and I went through my whole palette collection and such. But I wanted to do you a little mini review for palettes because, well, I haven't had time to film the Is It Too Old for Friday. Today is Thursday, and if I would film it today, it's more work to edit that kind of video than this kind of video where I'm just, you know, talking and such. So I can get this up for tomorrow, but I wouldn't be able to get the Is It Too Old for Friday ready for tomorrow. So I have some glitter in here. So yeah, I'm not sure if I film it today or tomorrow, the mini reviews of base products. But today it's all about eyeshadow palettes, and let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 palettes, I think we are going through. So some of these, I have a video of every one of these palettes. I will try to remember to link them in the description box with the link of where you can get them. Now I forgot to check which ones are available now and which ones aren't, but check the description box. I'll write there if it's not available anymore. So yeah, and I don't know the prices, I'm sorry. But let's start with the palette that I got from Lethal Cosmetics mystery bag. So this is the Lethal Cosmetics X Jolina pressed powder palette, which looks like this. I haven't used it tons, mainly because I have kind of forgotten it and getting buried under everything new I have bought. I've done a couple looks with it. I like it. The quality is nice. Shimmers are basic shimmers, but very nice anyway. The mattes work very well. It's easy to work with. They are a bit powdery, but that's normal if you're in little palettes. So yeah, but I've been enjoying it, but haven't used it tons. It actually looks like I haven't touched it all, but I have. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. I think I checked yesterday that this palette is still available, or today. But I'm not 100% sure. Then I have the Gloss Coat's New Neutrals Remixed palette. This I've been really enjoying. At the moment, this is, especially for the shimmers, this is my go-to for neutrals. This is such a stunning palette. This is neutrals with a twist. These two shimmers are quite flaky, but they look stunning on the eyelid. And also these two are a bit more special shimmers. This one is like an green to gold, and yeah, I've been really enjoying this palette. It's very nice neutral palette with a twist. So yeah, the shadows have been very easy to work with. Maybe not the best that I have but I do like them and they are very workable. So yeah, I'm probably going to order more from Gloss Gods if I get something that caught my eye from them again. Then I have the Colourpop and Ctrl-Alt-Glam palette. I really I've liked the looks that I've done with this. Just to say that this shade called Glam Verse is very hard pressed. You can barely get any pigment out of it. Like, look. And if I swatch it, you can barely see it. It's very hard. Oops. It's very hard pressed, and when I used it in my look, I really had to dig in it to get the color payoff that I wanted and that I was able to blend. Also the shimmers, like this shimmer, it looks stunning in the pan, but can you see it there? Yeah, like there's at least 2 shades that are done in this palette, and I don't recommend it because and also this shade, this is their like new formula of like glitter but not glitter, glitter but not pressed glitter. So it's an eyeshadow and glitter hybrid, and this was very lackluster, very lackluster. Didn't like it at all, so not recommending this palette. Sorry. Lip oil. The next new fat lip oil. Anyway, then we have the Aurora Struck, and same story pretty much with this one. I was so excited of this palette, and this is the new special shade, and this is the new special like glitter but not glitter, and they suck. They suck. It's just, look, like it's barely nothing. And then this palette, it has a lot of dark shade, it has a lot of light shades, but if you want to do for example, green look with this green, what do you blend it for? This is gray, green, this is gray, this is brown. The mid shades in this palette just don't correspond. They don't work with the dark shades in this. They do work, but you kind of are forced to go to gray or brown, which no. And then this pink, like what do you use it with for? All of these are shimmers. This is shimmer, so and it's shimmer heavy. And when I used this and this green, I had to top it off with something else because they just were so lackluster, and I just don't like this palette, and I said it in my video too when I did the review video, so I just don't like it. So yeah, you can probably notice. Then I have the Lethal Cosmetics and Theresa Is Lethal palette. This is their second collab. This is one of the only palettes that I have that has the sleeve left, and this is what she looks like. And this color story, it's just, oh, chef's kiss. I love it. This shade, it's dark purple, but you can darken any of these shades with it. It works with everything, even with the green ones. This silver, oh my god, like, look. It's just so stunning. And also these 2 shimmers, they are just so beautiful. And this is very nice palette. It has nice pigment. They're easy to blend with. And yes, they are a bit powdery, but like I said, it's normal for Lethal and they work very well. I know this palette isn't available anymore because it's sold out, and like Theresa said, when it sells out, then it sells out and it's not coming back. But just for future, Lethal is very good brand. Then I have another one of my favorite brands, Gourmande Girls, and this is their Radioactive palette. This is all shimmer palette, and just look at these shades. It has multichromes and it has duochromes, and it's just, I don't know if I can show you a bit of the duochrome. I'm not sure if you can see it, but these shades are just stunning. So beautiful. They're very impactful. The shimmer is beautiful, and it's just it's so pretty palette, and it's also not very expensive, which is nice, because many times multichromes are very expensive, and duochromes maybe not that much, but especially multichromes. So doing this kind of palette that has few multichromes and some duochromes is very nice, and it's not ruined with the price, like we say in Finland. It's not hinnalla pilattu. So yeah, very nice, and I do love Gourmande Girls. I have another Gourmande Girl palette. Let's take that next. This is the Spooked palette that she did with Christina did with Doodles by the Bunnie. And look at this. Like, how stunning is this color story? And I must say that I think this far this is the best palette that they have done. I have a couple of their other older palettes, and this one, just the matte works so well. The shimmers are beautiful, and it has few different formulas of shimmers. Like, this is more like a traditional shimmer, and then there's a couple duochromes and some very sparkly shimmers, and it's just stunning palette, and highly recommend. I think I checked that it's not in stock at the moment, and to be honest, I don't know if it's going to come back. I haven't checked from Christina, but just for the future, it's very good quality palette. Then I have Unearthly Cosmetics and Bunnie, Unearthly Cosmetics Bunnie's palette, eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. So this is like Unearthly's pastel palette, kind of. I like that it has corresponding shimmer for the mattes, and it's just, I did very nice looks with it. I do kind of miss one little darker shade, but with all the palettes that I have, I can easily find a darker shade to use with it, so that's not the problem. The shimmers are very beautiful in this palette too. I had the was it in the dark, or I can't remember, but the very dark shade palette that they had, and I swapped it with Tia to this, and Tia enjoys that more and I enjoy this more, so that went well. The dark palette, it creased on me very badly, but this hasn't done that, so that's very nice. I'm running out of space on my table. Okay, then we have the Sigma and Alice in Wonderland palette. This was my first time testing Sigma, because this was the first time I got a color story that I really wanted, especially these 6 shades here, and I've been using the others too, and the hype is real. The hype is true. The quality is excellent in this palette. They are more expensive, and they do more neutral leaning palettes, so unless they do something more colorful, I'm not going to buy. I don't need neutral palettes. I use them very rarely, and I have very nice neutral palettes. You see, they will come in this video too. But I did very nice look with this, and I really enjoyed the shadows. Were so easy to work with. They practically blend themselves, and it's just a stunning palette and a beautiful, and especially like these 6 shades in this end are calling my name. So yeah, very happy that I bought it. Then I have the more recent 2 palettes that I actually just did the review video with this. So these are the Ace Beauté Classical Paradise and Blossom Passion palettes, this is the Classical Paradise. And like I said in my video, this is not the color story that I would normally go to, but I'm happy that I got some palettes that are different color story than what I usually go to, and I really enjoyed working with these palettes. The shadows are very pigmented and very easy to work with. They are buildable if you like to go from lighter to dark, or I usually go from dark to light, but anyway, I really enjoyed using these palettes. I did 2 looks with both of the palettes, and yes, the video I will link. I will try to remember to link all the videos that I have done with the everything. But yeah, very nice. This is very nice palette. And then the Blossom Passion, same story. This is more like a pinky palette, which is more my style, but not still very much. But yeah, very much enjoyed working with both of these palettes. The shimmers in these palettes are pretty like standard shimmers, nothing special, nothing except this one. This one blew me away. It looks so traditional, but it was so shiny and so sparkly, and it was stunning. But yeah, really liked both of these palettes, and probably will buy more from Ace Beauté in the future if they come out with something that's interesting to me. You can get them in Europe from Monolith. Maybe I'll link that to the description box too, you know, the brand site of course, but then the Monolith where you can get some of these. Excuse me. Then this was my favorite palette of the 2022. This is the Bperfect and Stacey Marie Carnival V Interstellar. It's just, I don't know, it's just so pretty. Yes, it's another rainbow palette, but for me, I didn't like the XL Pro that I had. It just didn't work the way I wanted it to work, but this one is exceptionally good. I love the shades in this, and these 3 gray rows, like come on, it's, oh, I love it. I love it so much. And this one has also the glitter and normal eyeshadow hybrid, but these are stunning. No, it's not that one, it's this one. Like, look at that. Look at that. Like, that's like it's totally different for the Colourpop ones. And it's just, look at how much glitter. I don't know, you can't see it. I have glitter all over my hand now. But yeah, this is just a very beautiful palette. Highly recommend to test it, especially if you haven't got any other Carnival palettes, or if you have the Antidote, which is like a more neutral greenish. This one, and especially the shimmers, have gone very, very much better than they were, especially in Carnival. I haven't gotten any other palettes from except the Carnival XL Pro. Then the last video that I came out was the Beauty Bay Retro Love palette, and this is just stunning. It's so beautiful take on a Valentine's Day palette, because yes, it has the pinks and such, but it also has this kind of turquoise blues and some mint green and yellow, and it's just stunning palette. And the Beauty Bay formula, like, it's exceptionally good, and they are very affordable. How much? It's around 20 euros, this palette with the 20 shades. Highly recommend trying Beauty Bay. I have 3 more Beauty Bay palettes. So then I have the Nude palette, which is, as the name says, very neutral palette, and I've been really enjoying it. The shimmers in this palette aren't anything special, but on the other hand, for like work looks or normal everyday looks, except I do these looks every day, but you know, normal everyday look, this is it. You don't need that special shimmers either, in my mind, although I'm using special shimmers. But yeah, and you can boost them up with wetting the brush, and of course you can add some like a glitter liner on top that I have been doing. or some loose shadow or some glittery shadow or even highlighter on top of them to get more sparkle if you want to. But the mattes in here work very well, and it's very nice. It goes to very dark to very light, and it's just the Beauty Bay formula is just, it's hard to explain because I'm running out of words of it. And then I have the Fiery 2.0, and this is pretty much the same story with this one, that the shimmers, there's some very nice shimmers, like more, this is a newer palette than the Nude palette, so this has better shimmer formula on some shades, not all shades, but some shades. For example, this yellow is stunning, it's just beautiful. But the same story with this palette, it's just stunning palette, the formula is good, you can do very nice looks with this. It also has the neutral shades, but it's more like a warm tone palette to me. And yeah, really enjoying this one also. And now I can't get it closed. And then the last palette is Bright 2.0. 2.0s in here. So this is the Bright 2.0 and it's beautiful. Yes, another rainbow palette. First time when I saw this, I was like, it looks so chaotic, I don't know what to do with it. But when I got it and started to look it, it's not, the thing that makes it chaotic is that it's not in depth order. Here's orange yellows, neutrals reds, greens, steely green blues, but they're not in the depth order like here is the Bright mattes. In here they are in depth order, it goes from light to dark. But in the Bright 2.0 it doesn't do that, so that's why it looks more chaotic. But when you get it in here and you start to look at it, then they are in rows. Pinks, purples, blues, greens, neutrals, and yellow and orange. And other thing that makes it look different is of course the fact that this one has shimmers but the Bright mattes doesn't. And these shimmers are very well good. This is one of the newer palettes of Beauty Bay and these shimmers are very nice. I very much enjoy them, and yeah. And all of these Beauty Bay palettes are very affordable. But yeah, I think that was it. Yeah, that was it for today. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already and hit the notification bell so YouTube notifies you of every new upload. And if you need some more info of this, go check the description box. There's also linked in my videos that I have done with these palettes if you like to see that. And yeah, that's all today. See you hopefully very soon. Bye.